Greetings everyone. I have not been posting lately since the outside forces are taking a toll to be balanced. Speaking of, I wanted to return these draw and talk sessions once more. I miss doing discourse of some topics which might be interesting for the audience. The discussion is about the holiday spirit. It is currently October and the Halloween presence is growing near until the end of the month. The 31st day where the night monsters and frights conquer the world. I personally like Halloween, although it is not much celebrated where I am from, so it is quite a bummer. I wanted to discuss it vaguely since it is one's beloved holiday and possibly someone is intrigued in its course. Halloween's mysterious past was preserved in the mist of Celtic regions. It was originally termed as Samhain in the lands of Britain, Ireland, and other European countries, usually celebrated on October 31, following the November Christian days of All Saints' Day in the first and All Souls' Day in the second. The main tradition is to celebrate the presence of spirits, supernatural, and all things that spook an individual. While the major religious-based leaders at that time believed it is a pagan practice, the progression of ideals would eventually be developed in the following years. Despite these instances, Halloween remains to be one of the universally celebrated holidays all around the world. Though some countries might not be welcoming, the latter is still truly evident. In the contemporary time, you get to dress up who you want to compare to its past, where it revolves around the more supernatural. Or you can dress up like Karen from the Mean Girls musical. Moving on to its memorable traditions, Halloween does cater a lot of activities for everyone to spare. Children are mostly fond on the trick-or-treating mania, where they go to houses in groups and ask for candy. I did experience trick-or-treating once, although it is limited in a suburban neighborhood event. Visiting a haunted house or a corn maze, also another activity. Maybe some people might not be into the frightening aspects, of which it is totally valid. Decoration of the home will be emphasized later. In usual manner, a person's home may be creatively accommodating the effort to be as spooky as possible. Skeletons, cobwebs, jack-o'-lanterns, and some contraptions, if there are, to create a typical spooky atmosphere. Scare flicks and movie marathons might be an obvious pastime. Definitely not a scary movie fan, so I will stick with the Addams Family, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Burton's catalog. In the addition of the jack-o'-lantern correspondence, pumpkin carving is a fun craft to learn as a skill in this time of month. Lastly, the general parties, which can be applied in every holiday or event, are present in the Hallows Day. There are also other traditions which are not inherently based on Western ideals as much as I mentioned. The Irish baking and delighting a fruit cake, which is called barmbrack, which adds 3 charms, and whoever finds a certain charm will cover a fortune. Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos, gives the respect and love for the deceased in Mexican culture. Hong Kong and Japan also commence with their respective Disneylands. Goes to show much set of actions to do with friends, families, or significant others. Caution and stranger danger should also be observed in the spectacles of children and parents, especially if the festivities are held in the darkest hours of the day. The design of Halloween is very interesting. Mostly the dominating color is black, though it is paired with strong colors like red, orange, green, and purple. Black is mostly the negative space, and confronting with these complementary colors make it so special. Jack-o'-lanterns, bats, and famous movie monsters fall into the mix. The love for the supernatural intensifies in these events, which gives way to the costumes to wear. The amount of DIY the past conjures up is so terrifyingly bringing the terror aspect. In the modern times, costumes are not limited to them, but expect a wide range of sexy, odd, or even cosplay-worthy outfits. The cosplay community could actually be one with the Halloween spirit, especially. For famous spooky icons, we got vampires, werewolves, mummies, Frankenstein's monster, even though Frankenstein himself is also a monster, ghouls, witches, and the undead. Throw the whole cast of Hotel Transylvania and there are no confusions. Costuming is on the highlights to also express a sense of dress up and interest to the public. For some people, Halloween is kind of every month, which keeps the celebration in a high tide. Individuals who are into the strange and unusual like myself are literally dying to channel their inner core in the special occasion. In the state of local Halloween events, I do not really see them often, or maybe I do not get out much. Some instances where there are minuscule or faint Halloween parties situated in the Philippines. As I said before, I only experienced 2 to 3 parties. When I was in elementary, I dressed up as Zorro, maybe a cat at some point, and I forgot the other one. I joined a dance party in like a school event. I cannot remember the specific time. It might be a blur. I did participate in the subdivision event where we trick-or-treat to the land of 𝕂𝕤𝕤𝕚 houses. I remember enjoying that part and I wish it will happen. Mostly the dressing up part of Halloween. I've fallen out of love from candy, so maybe the trick-or-treating part would not be my top priority. Dreaming when I get a residence of my own, I can decorate my living space in the end of October. It is a nice Halloween wonder and I am just excited for these undeniable wishes. Anyway, so that is all I have to say about Halloween in a short span of minutes. What are your favorite parts, memories, or traditions of Halloween? You may leave them down in the comments below. I did this fan art of the Devilish games characters. It is the finest nostalgia niche in my memory box. I used to play the Spot the Difference games and Devilish hairdresser. They are quite fun characters. They kind of remind me of Panty and Stocking, if Panty was a devil and Stocking was nicer. To close off this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You may leave a comment for recommending new types of videos, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.